So, what's in the agenda for us in this course? First, the obligatory welcome section, which we are in right now. Next, we are going to talk about API basics. GraphQL is a type of API, so it's important to clarify what exactly an API is and what are its goals. Next, we are going to discuss web APIs, which are a subset of APIs. GraphQL is a web API, so it's important to understand what exactly a web API is. Then, we will begin our GraphQL discussion. In this section, we will talk about the basics of GraphQL, why it's here, and what problems it solves. Then we will take a break from the theoretical discussion and prepare our computer for working with GraphQL. There are some installations and setups we need to do in order to develop GraphQL APIs on our machine, and this is what we will do in this section. After that, we will start learning about the most important component in GraphQL, which is the GraphQL schema. Without schema, there is no GraphQL. Next, we will learn about querying data in GraphQL. Doing so requires using special syntax, and we will cover this syntax comprehensively in this section. After that, we will talk about mutations, which is how we can change data in GraphQL. And then we will learn about subscriptions, which allow us to get notifications when data is changed on the server. After that, we will see how to actually implement all the syntax and best practices we learned by developing GraphQL server, and we will do that with .NET and Node.js. And of course, once we have an up and running server, the next logical step is to develop the client that will actually call this server. After having an up and running system, it's time to improve our system by utilizing some advanced techniques such as error handling and authorization, and this is what we will do in this section. And after all this, we will conclude the course and talk about what's next. Okay, great. So now let's move on.